What's going on, your Charisma team? Nathan Olson here from yourcharisma.com, helping you create your brand your way. On this channel, we do a lot of social media marketing help as well as Instagram tips. So if you have not already subscribed, please subscribe. Today, we're going to be talking about all the upcoming events for 2019, a little bit of recap of 2018, and how you can start planning to dominate social media in 2019. Stay tuned. It comes to no surprise that 2018 was an absolutely massive year for social media. We saw the rise of influencer marketing, overall Instagram influencers, other platforms really start to dominate, Vimeo, Twitch, and other type of social platforms that really started to join in on the social media community. However, there still remains the three powerhouses that still dominate social media when it comes to any platform, and that's going to be Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I kind of paralleled those together because Facebook owns Instagram, so they're kind of one in the same, owned by their own company, although they're not generally the same platform. And then YouTube. Those three platforms are going to be the top dominating platforms for 2018, and they're what are going to allow you to really connect with your following in 2019 and really grow your brand and increase your overall brand exposure in 2019. And some things that I really want to touch on that I think is going to happen in 2019, I think overall organic reach on Instagram is going to depreciate extremely fast, and it's the same thing that we saw on Facebook a couple of years ago when the platform kind of flips from being a social platform into more of an advertising platform where businesses jump on in order to reach individuals and users that also use the platform for social purposes. We're going to see a lower organic reach and social reach, and what we're going to see in place is that businesses and brands are going to start jumping on and paying more for advertising. So for example, for a lot of those people that used Instagram story ads in 2018 where you're paying 5 cents, maybe 10 cents, or even significantly lower for your landing page views, you're going to start to see maybe up to a dollar or more for specifically landing page views through Instagram story ads. And Instagram stories are something that have absolutely crushed it in 2018. And if you have not started implementing them in your 2019 strategy, you should really start thinking about using them because they're very powerful. Both swipe up and other types of you can even use tap here's. I really like the tap here's where you can put a little GIF here and it'll just be like a pulsing button because it's a little different than the swipe up and it keeps the user engaged. But Instagram stories are absolutely one of my favorite ways to start marketing to people, especially to the younger generation. We see a higher density of millennials as well as younger generations start to hop on to Instagram, and that's really where a lot of people are dominating, is the younger generation on Instagram and then the older crowd on Facebook. But one thing that I think that we're going to see in Instagram as well, not only will there be less organic reach, we're going to see an older crowd actually start to shift onto this platform, because as I've noticed just going throughout 2018 and starting to connect with people and talk to people and start communicating with others, I've seen a lot of older people, I would say maybe 30, 40 plus, start actually using Instagram personally. So for example, mom and dad and even Aunt Susan and Aunt Sally and Uncle Tom are starting to now hop on Instagram, and they're starting to connect with each other and post pictures and start building an older community. And what that does to the younger generation is it signals to them that this platform is more or less turning into an older club. And that's why we don't see a huge amount of young, I would say probably 25 and under, really using Facebook as much as they do Instagram. Instagram and other social platforms are really they're kind of like clubs. They're hot and then they're not. For example, Facebook was very hot in the early in the early times. Same thing with MySpace when originally social media was popping off. There was a lot of growth and organic reach to be made, and a lot of people started gravitating towards those. But as time went on and these social platforms started to gather some age and an older crowd started to move in, as well as businesses and brands, the club scene kind of died and a lot of younger generations started to move out of that specific platform and onto other ones. For example, Instagram popped up and everyone from the younger generation of Facebook moved to Instagram. And I think we might start seeing that happen to other platforms as well. There's no telling what platform is going to really pop off in 2019. I know a lot of people were talking about, what was it, Vero, or I think it was Vero. It was one of those. They said it was going to be the next Instagram. I hopped on, I created a user account, and I just kind of watched the platform. And in the words of Gary Vee, like, you don't have to be the first one on the platform, you just have to be the best. So I like to sit back, wait, watch, and see what happens over time, and that's what you guys really need to start doing in 2019. Start being super aggressive on Instagram, using Instagram ads, and overall just take advantage of the organic reach that is still there, because it's going to start depreciating, and this is the time that you can start using it to actually grow your account very successfully. And influencer marketing is going to continue to rise. We've seen, I think last year they said there was about 20 to 30 million or billion dollars that were flooded into the industry. We're going to see that double, maybe even triple, as more brands start to actually see the overall power of collaborations and actual influencers using their brand. For example, I think a lot of industries are going to start looking to fashion and kind of streetwear culture. For example, Nike has started collaborating with a ton of athletes, as they always have, but they've started reaching out to other actual high fashion designers. For example, Virgil from Off-White, Kanye, who is actually a music enthusiast and music artist. He actually started collaborating with Adidas and created the huge Yeezy line, which absolutely exploded. And then Virgil Off-White is a high fashion designer that created the brand, and his shoes absolutely dominate the sneaker culture. And it's actually very unique that Nike is able to start connecting. Nike, Adidas, and other big sneaker brands are actually able to connect high fashion, music artists, and other actual very influential people in their niches, and start bringing them together around a particular item, whether that be a sneaker, it could be other things. You guys have specific businesses, but influencer marketing collaboration is going to be the highlight of 2019. And thank God for your charisma, because we're actually creating an influencer marketing platform that's going to allow you to start connecting with brands and other influencers in a very easy to do manner. You'll be able to go on, see reviews, see the kind of past jobs that a specific influencer has had, their overall ROI off those actual influencer marketing campaigns, and you'll be able to allocate proper investment in order to get not only just a good source of targeted audience, but you also have like a content creation side. Specifically speaking from a brand, it'll be easier to find influencers. As an influencer, it'll be easier to find brands to start promoting. I started testing the platform earlier today. It's absolutely fantastic. We cannot wait to launch it to you guys. It's going to be one of those early 2019 treats that you guys are absolutely going to love, but I need you guys to start taking advantage of influencer marketing and really start to understand the nuances of how big brands are going to start stepping in and finding the biggest influencers in those niche, and they're going to start creating a relationship with those individuals, and you might lose your chance to even talk to them or even come into the scene and communicate with them. So while influencers are still on the smaller end and still not as valued as modern, or not modern, but overall marketing methods and other digital advertising methods, you should start connecting with those influencers and trying to build a relationship, whether that's just a couple DMs a day, or maybe even you just send them a free gift, and other things start to follow suit from that. But influencer marketing is going to be a big deal in 2019. Organic reach is going to depreciate in Instagram, and you guys just need to start putting out more content. Content is king, guys. Content is king, and it's all about value. You want to build a strong user base with a high sense of value, and that's how you're really going to create that brand loyalty, is when users start to feel that they need to check your website or your Instagram or your Facebook almost every single day, just because they don't know what tip they might miss. They don't know what sneak peek of some information that they might miss, or how you could help them grow and scale their business, or how you can shout them out if they show up on your Instagram page at a specific time. So just start generating that ability for your brand to be the top of mind awareness for specific users. And this is what's really going to allow you to dominate in 2019, guys. If you have any questions, make sure to drop them in the link below. I'll be answering all comments throughout the week. If you guys want to start connecting with me, shout me out on Twitter at @Nathan_Olson_. I'll be answering any and all questions. Thank you so much, guys. I hope 2018 was a kick-ass year, and get ready for 2019, because it's going to be even bigger. Stay tuned.